Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And we are underway from Ford Field. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. And Goff going to look to throw right away. And connecting here with DJ Chark. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Swift. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Seibert's kick is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Wentz bringing the Commanders out for 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. On play action, it's Wentz. And his throw here's incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards there and a Washington first. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Wentz. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson. He'll get it inside the 20. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Wentz. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Curtis Samuel from 3 yards out. And the Commanders have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Goff. Reynolds with a catch out on the right side.
Partner, took a while for him to lock onto a receiver, and he finally found his man coming left to right across the formation. But by the time he got the ball to him, not much of a chance to turn upfield and make anything out of it.
This pass complete to Reynolds. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Goff. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. 2nd and 2. Here's a toss play right to Swift. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. That's into a crowd and intercepted. It's Tariq Castro Fields who picked it. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Now a pass hauled in downfield, and he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. And Detroit getting set to go now. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. Goff linking up with Shark for a Lions first down. Goff a handoff here to Swift. Oh, good move. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Goff now to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. After one, a 14-3 ball game. On first down, Goff. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Swift will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting turnover ensues. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Wentz finding McLaurin there for the Commanders first.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn: find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Straight ahead, Gibson. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st, just a gain of 1 there.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get.
And he'll be out right at the 35. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. A carry now for McKissick. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And he finds McLaurin. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation, but they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has three options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Commanders go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it was capped off by the Logan Thomas touchdown catch. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb on the move past the 40. Carson Wentz leading the Commander offense back to the field. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well. No one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Commanders are able to widen their lead here in this first half. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Goff. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Throwing again on second down. Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 38-yard line. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. This one is maybe not exactly in the bag yet, but there is definitely a big mountain to climb in this third quarter. The teams are already back out there, so let's not waste any time as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Gaudin.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Wentz bringing the Commanders up for 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now Wentz. This a quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Lions are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. After the interception, here's Goff. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Still a few inches short of the first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Now it's Swift. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They'll run the toss to Swift. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. That 2nd down run a big help as 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Goff on 3rd down. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Seibert able to knock this one through. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well. Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A handoff for Gibson. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 1st down, right back to Gibson.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Once more, Gibson.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A touchdown run there from a yard out.
As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll try the air now with Goff. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now a play fake, and it's Goff.
He'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds.
A big play there for Detroit. 49 yards. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Jason Kabinda
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
Here's Wentz to throw. Being chased out left. And And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. They will run it. It's McKissick. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Now Wentz on third down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Thomas. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Washington. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Commanders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. Throw left side to Reynolds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means that...
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time. Here comes the Lions punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And taken right at the 35. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. On play action, Wentz. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but It's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Gibson will take this one in. Touchdown, Washington. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. On the draw, Goff will give this to Swift. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Out of the gun, Goff. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 28. Here's Goff. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now Goff. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 18. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Swift going to try up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. On 4th down, Goff departs, and Austin Seibert is out there for the Lions field goal now. Seibert's kick is good. Deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They'll go again with McKissick. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 101 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they take a knee. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is.